Now I look retarded right now. If I can figure out this dang machine. Starting the leg day with a little bit of calves. I hate doing them, so you gotta do them first. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. The whole reason I like doing seated calf press and the leg press instead of like a designated calf machine. For some reason, the foot plates are situated that it's supposed to be better for your calves, but no matter what, my feet start sliding off after like 3 or 4 reps, and I have to constantly stop and readjust. But on the leg press, it just feels better in every way, and also I can go sufficiently heavy and approach failure without having to do 2,000 freaking reps. The other thing I wanted to say about the seated calf press, using a leg press like that, go ahead, show him. Something about just the setup, it feels a lot like a donkey calf raise, you know, where you have the on your butt and you're bent over, and you are in the same position, you're just horizontal instead, which gets a crazy stretch in your calves. And like I was saying, using a leg press, you can go way heavier than using like a seated one that feels stupid and your feet constantly slide off. And calves are a weak point for me. I think they're a weak point for a lot of people, but they look terrible for me. But I think doing them at the beginning of the workout is a great call, especially if you typically slack off on them, because it's really easy to not put big effort into them. And I used to think that if I did calves first, it would screw up the rest of my workout, because I used to get real shaky and bouncy after I do calves. But now that I do them more frequently, I can absolutely murder my calves, like 3 sets to true failure, and then feel nothing for the rest of my squatting. Oh, the other reason I do single leg is because one of my ankles, I don't know how, is so screwed up that my mobility is like half that of my left leg. So if I do double leg, I just can't stretch on the right side. Like I was saying, doing calves on the seated leg press rather than on a dedicated calf machine, pretty much every metric I can think of for calf development, it's just enhanced. We get a greater stretch, greater contraction, the foot placement is more consistent, and I can go way heavier, and I can actually get to failure in the rep range that I'm trying to, like at 10. Next, we're gonna do some standing leg curls, single leg, but at this gym we don't have a standing leg curl machine, so we're gonna actually modify the seated leg curl, and it actually feels pretty awesome. So another tidbit of information for you. Here at the UREC, we have 2 lying hamstring curl machines. They're supposed to be identical, they're the same damn machine, except one of them, the bottom thing spins, and the other one, it's got a lot more friction. See that it barely spins? So when you're leg curling, if you do this one that doesn't spin, it feels as if it's gonna rip every inch of skin off the back of your calf. It's not too nice. This might be a little ghetto in some people's eyes, but I think it's wonderful. So I bottom it out, lighten the weight up, and I'll show you how it's done. That's it. So we already did calves. Next we're gonna kill my hamstrings with just one exercise. Then I'm probably gonna also do some adductor work. Then I'm gonna jump into the single leg press. Then I'm gonna do my quads on some leg extensions, and then we're gonna end the workout with some hack squat, death. I think using the lying leg curl, setting it up for a standing leg curl type mimic is actually pretty dang comfortable and feels a lot like a standing leg curl, maybe even better. But as you can see, you can't use much weight, or I can at least. And I feel like my hamstrings are pretty strong. I'm using only the second plate in the selector, and I can absolutely kill them. But compared to the lying leg curl, you don't get nearly as much of a stretch in your hamstrings, but you can really hammer home the contraction at the end range in the shortened position. Oh, that's 14, I think. I'd like to fail a little earlier than 14, but there's not many weight options on this. I have to jump straight from 25 to 40. And that's way too damn heavy.
Make a 5-pound jump.
Those don't count. You can't use those. That's for women. Oh. Man, my left hamstring is so much weaker than the right. This is the final set. This is where the growth is made happen. I'm gonna try to go up a little bit in weight. Last set I got 14, which is more than I'd like. I'd like to fail between like 7 and 12. So I'm gonna go up to 40 because like I said, these incremental weight selectors are for women. So we only go up by plates around here. Okay, all right. From this moment forward, I'm gonna stop being camera shy. I'm gonna be myself. I feel like I'm being a fucking weirdo, a freaking weirdo. Edit that one out. Hopefully, moving forward for the rest of the video, you're gonna see a monumental rift in my temperament. What is the right word for that? I don't really know. Chat, I need a vocabulary lesson. You know, I don't know if any of you have ever done filming before or got filmed, but I feel like I changed it to a different person as soon as the camera comes out. But I need to stop. I think my PR is 8 plates for 7 reps, but I don't know if I'm gonna get that. We're gonna try. I just told Peter we're about to go to the Dark Wizard money realm. I was saying this earlier, but I'm gonna repeat myself because I don't really know what I was saying because I had my headphones in. I don't even know what I don't know. I feel like I'm a different person. Leg press is wonderful because you're not actually loaded. And sometimes when I'm doing multiple leg days in a week, I'm not trying to kill my spine also because I also have 2 back days per week. But every leg press I've ever used that's on like a sled sucks for me. I can't get deep and I have no connection with my quads. But any leg press like this that's kind of on a pendulum arc lever type thing, first of all, it feels amazing on my quads and I can get very deep. Keep in mind, chat, this is just a warm up. But check the depth. You can't go this deep on a regular leg press unless you have some freak of nature build. As I've gotten stronger, I really don't want to have to put 10 or 11 plates on the freaking leg press to get adequate stimulus. So I try to absolutely max out ROM and also keep a pretty solid tempo so that I don't have to go so freaking heavy on anything except the squats and deads. I don't know what most people do, but I like to start with the weak leg first or weak arm first, whatever, and then match the reps on the other side. Because if I really went to like the shadow realm, I could do probably 5 more reps on my right leg, which is not good. And I don't know how I got there, but we're there, so we're trying to even it out. This is getting pretty heavy, but on the next set, I will have to enter the shadow realm. That's 15. Worst part about doing single leg though is when you finish, you gotta do the whole damn thing again. Hey fellas. Is that funny? Hell of a warm up. The only reason I looked at y'all and laughed is I didn't really know the recording was going on. This is the most weight I ever did on this sucker. 7 plates and a 10. Pretty positive. The most reps I ever got was 8. So I'm gonna try to do 9 today. I'm gonna put on some death metal, probably some Gojira today. I'm about to put you guys on the hardest death metal I know. I'm a big fan of Infinite Annihilator, and my favorite song is Battle of Yaldabaoth. I don't know if you can see that or not, but this is gonna fuel me for the top set of hopefully 9 reps with this weight.
Let's see it.
But actually, we are gonna put on some Lorna Shore Sun Eater. Check it out. They're also a small band compared to our following. We're now at about 502 million subscribers. They've got, I don't know, a few million monthly listeners. They could use some exposure. Might be talking a little loud. Listen to some death metal. So, this shit is a lot like the first rep on the shoulder press with the dumbbells where it's extremely difficult to get up. If you watch closely, the first rep might be RP 11 and then I'm still gonna get 8 more. Yeah. 4. We'll call that good. I almost went out on that one. Whoo! I think that was 8. Holy crap-oly. Oh. See, the worst part though is like, that's a single leg exercise, but hell no, that's a full body exertion, and now I gotta do the right leg. So you better do your weak side first. Oh yeah. Oh, yep. Yes, sir, Bob. When I put that intensity in, I only got to do 1 set. How do these little suckers look? Not great, I imagine. What about the calves? I know they're tiny, but they're growing. And I got to strip all this crap. Now we're gonna move on to some adductors. I don't know if you guys remember from our first video ever. This was months ago. First time I ever did some force reps in the adductor machine. We're about to revisit it. Fueled by several pancakes, a little bit of honey, and 9 milligrams of Cialis. The start of this workout was pretty weak, pretty monotone. Moving forward, the intensity will be cranked through the roof. Just set the tone with the leg press. I think I finally got to some actual muscular failure on that one. I don't think I could have done a singular more rep, even if I was injected with an EpiPen. So we're gonna do some leg extensions until my patellas blow out on both knees. Then I'll have some extra mobility so I can do deeper squats. Looks like someone's on the one that I like, so we're gonna do the suboptimal adductor machine. So I was actually just bitching about this machine because I like the other one better. Someone's on it. But you know, I'm not gonna lie, this one actually might be better because you got a little more cutout in the balls region, so your hamstrings don't get caught on the seat when you squeeze. And also, it doesn't have that little stopper in the middle, so I can actually go further at the contraction. So you know, this is what we call a happy accident. We're about to kill it. So we're starting a new segment called Talks with Trog. I don't know if y'all know my second personality. I've got an interesting personality disorder in which I've got 2 sides of my brain that work independently. One's Hayden Willis and one is Trog. This alternate ego began about a year ago when I first met Spencer. You know, for some reason, I made my Snapchat name something to do with a troglodyte, and then people started calling me Trog. So we're about to go Trog mode, and we're gonna do adductors until my groin rips off of the bone. I don't really know where the groin inserts, but I intend for it to bust.
Before we do that,
Yeah.
let's give a couple facts about Trog.
Okay, no, I'm not doing that on camera.
What's Trog's
That's
favorite
so
color?
gay. Yellow.
And then, what does Trog love?
Adductors to failure.
No.
You'll learn next. That's for next Talks with Trog. To say the least, we're gonna bust it open a little wider, and we're gonna squeeze it a little harder. Watch out for don't do the crotch shot. All the blood's in my adductor. You don't want my wiener to look too small. Oh yeah, that's deep. How's that look, chat?
Chat, how deep is that?
This is too light though. It's okay, this will be a warm up. Stop, dude, you don't know you can bust my damn leg off. I feel like adductors are undertrained to most dudes. It's kind of a girl exercise, but I'm pretty sure they're very important. And they definitely make your legs look a lot bigger whenever you don't have a thigh gap. If you're a man and you have a thigh gap, I'm gonna have to ask you to find your nearest bridge, regardless of the material underneath the bridge. Concrete, water, I'm not concerned. Might be weird, but this is like actually my favorite thing to train on leg day. I really don't know why. You let me get a couple more? One more, and I'm gonna hold it. I got it. Lord have mercy. We've done calves, we've done standing ham curls, but you ain't gonna see those at the beginning because I was being a weirdo. So we're gonna move those later in the workout. Chad, I don't know what he's doing. It's kind of creeping me out behind the camera right now. I don't do them very often. I greatly prefer pendulum squat, but you know, the U-Rec will be the U-Rec. And they'll buy 2 hack squats instead of a hack and the pendulum. So, yeah, that's it. Let's go do it. Chat, we're a little fired up right now. Had to deal with some idiotic university recreational workers. Heck them. Pretty good. Guys, this is the last set of hack squat. I tried to go to death on the first one, but on this next one, I'm gonna go even further. This is the culmination of the entire workout. In my opinion, this is where all the growth occurs. So I'm gonna try to go like at least 5 reps beyond failure. For some reason, I feel this way more on my right leg, so I need to stop being an idiot and maybe push a little harder with my left one. Yup. Can you drop a 25? Help me get 2 more. That'll work. This shit gonna permanently deform my shoulder caps. They're gonna be flat and straight out instead of up. I've had that irrational fear before, but then I look at the dudes with the captain's delts on the earth and they go pretty heavy on hack squat. So, my friends, we got in a little bit of an altercation. Not much of one, but it's like, man, I could rant on this for days, but how tired I am of these damn U-Rec workers. I won't say anything more about it. We're gonna wrap up with some leg extensions, get the quads pumpy dumpy, then we're gonna go probably get some Panda Express to eat. That burns good. What'd you think about those, huh? Yes, sir, Bob. I was just telling Peter I hate leg extensions because every machine I use that has this sort of attachment point, it never feels even because, you know, when you apply torque on it, this side always gets a little bent outward from the machine, so it's much harder on your right leg than on your left one, or whichever one's closest to that fulcrum. But they do make some leg extensions with the attachment in the center, so that it should be mostly evened out on both sides. I ain't got one here. So I do everything single leg. But single leg just feels crazy. Is that crazy, chat? There's not a single person down that hallway, but I was looking like a schizo. I've got like a damn ball in the back of my ham. I feel like I just busted it on them leg hackers, hacker leggers, Hackenschmidt squats. How's that? I look crazy as hell. I feel crazy. All right, so you're gonna see a very extra special technique in a moment that makes me want to cry and throw up. So I'm gonna do leg extension to failure, and then I'm gonna hang off the edge of this sucker like this, like a what you call it type mode, and just stretch them until I'm about to throw up and cry from blood, piss, and guts, and other bodily excretions in liquid form. All right, that was too light. We're still gonna do it for now though. Oh yeah. Yes, sir, Bob. I'm gonna go a little heavier. I'm gonna kill it. I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna do sissies to wipe them out. Chad, am I gonna throw up? Possibly. Oh. That'll suffice.